Right, let's start. So, this is the 6th lecture, right? Title for this unit: Collective Nouns, talking about animals and human categories. Right, let's start the first page. So, collective nouns. Definition for this title, or for this phrase, collective nouns. Right, sorry. Collective nouns are nouns that refer to a collection or group of multiple people, animals, or things. However, even though collective nouns refer to multiple individuals, they still usually function as singular nouns in a sentence. This is because they still are technically referring to one thing, the group as a whole. Here are some examples of collective nouns. Group. A group is a single unit that is made of a number of individuals, whether people or things. Next example, collection. A collection is a single unit that typically consists of many similar things organized together, such as paintings. Tribe. A tribe is a single unit that is made up of a group of tribe members. Fleet. A fleet is a single unit that is made up of several vehicles or vessels, such as ships. Band. A band is a single unit that consists of a number of different musicians. So these are as examples of collection nouns, right? That's what we hear it maybe in everyday English when we say a group. A group is a collective noun, right? A collection, it's a collective noun. A tribe, when we say a tribe in Arabic, القبيلة, right? It's a collective noun. A fleet, right? Which we use it as a collective noun, right? Right, as we say, rattle, right? Band, collective noun, as we say in Arabic, العصابة, right? Right, and فرقة, like فرقة موسيقية أو عصابة من أشخاص. Right. What else here? We continue. Right. Collective nouns are used in sentences to refer to a group of people, animals, or things. Now, here are some examples of collective nouns being used in sentences now. Now, the words of collective nouns in sentences. The first example, let me start. Right. Let's adjust this. Right, first example. The flock of birds flew south for the winter. Flock, as we say in Arabic, اللي هو سرب الطيور. Serb, flock. It's a noun. What kind of noun? We say collective noun. And it's singular here. But under it, there are different members. Here, different members of birds. Right? But we deal it as what? We deal with it as a single. We say the flock or a flock. Right? The flock of birds flew south for the winter. Next, another example for a collective noun here, which is organization. The organization voted to revoke the rules that it had previously approved. Right? Organization also is a collective noun. We deal with it as here as singular noun, right? But under it, there are members of offices or members of people and so on. Right. The set of table or tablecloths had disappeared. Right. The set of tablecloths had disappeared. The set here is a collective noun. Here it's a singular noun here. But under it there are members of things, right? Which is clothes, right? Or cloths, sorry. Set of tablecloths, not clothes, sorry. Tablecloths. Sorry, my eyes. Right? What else? Another topic here for collective nouns. Similarity to plural nouns now. Right. Now, instead of collective noun, we talk about plural nouns, which is similar to collective noun somehow. So, collective nouns are very similar to plural nouns. Plural nouns are nouns that refer to multiple people, places, or things, and they primarily, but not always, end in s or es or ies, right? They are derived from singular nouns and so are truly plural in form. When we say plural nouns, it's usually plural, right? And function, plural in form and function. For example, the following words are all plural nouns here: dogs, cities, tables, oceans, sleds. All these are plural nouns, right? Okay. Sorry. What else? Both plural nouns and collective nouns can refer to multiple things. Both of them can refer to multiple things, but the plural is plural. But when we say collective can be singular, can be plural, right? The difference is that collective nouns refer to a group of individuals in a single unit, whereas plural nouns refer to multiple individuals, right? If it refers to individuals or people, it must be referred to individuals, plural people. But collective can refer to collective can refer to a group of individuals, right? To understand the difference, consider the following sentence here. The musicians, it's a plural noun here, played the song beautifully, right? The musicians, it's a plural noun, right? We can change musicians to the band. The band is singular here. The band played the song beautifully. Band is a collective noun, right? But it's singular, but refers to plural individuals, which is musicians. But the musicians, it's very clear that it is plural, right? This sentence contains the plural noun musicians. This word lets the reader know that there are multiple musicians who played the song beautifully. However, consider the following sentence now. The orchestra or the band, the same, played the song beautifully, right? Now, the sentence contains the collective noun orchestra. This word lets the reader know that there is a group of musicians that played the song beautifully, right? However, it also lets the reader know that the multiple musicians are arranged into a single group. Two things. In a single group, right? And there are multiple musicians. The plural noun musicians in the first sentence doesn't do that. Doesn't show that they are in a group here. Doesn't show that in a group like what we call it orchestra. Right? Here are two more examples to show differences between collective noun and plural noun. Right? here. Just a moment here. Right. What? The soldiers marched very swiftly. March means walked. Soldiers, here it's a plural noun. Very clear that they are plural. Not one soldier, but many soldiers. Right? Maybe 20, 30, or 100, and so on. We call them soldiers. Right? Plural noun. But when we say the platoon marched very swiftly, it's a collective noun here. Platoon, we mean it contains, right, members of soldiers, and they, let's say like Katiba, they are arranged in one group. It's called platoon. As in the previous examples, both soldiers and platoon indicate multiple people. However, only platoon lets the reader know that the soldiers are organized into a collective unit. Right? Right. What else? Singular versus plural use. The use of singular and the use of plural. Collective nouns usually function as singular nouns in a sentence, but they are occasionally used as plurals too. Right? So collective nouns, usually we use them as, or we call them singular, but they can occur as plural. Whether they are used in a singular or a plural manner can impact which verbs and pronouns should be associated with the word. Right? The way we determine in which manner the collective noun should be used is to consider whether the members of the collective nouns are being regarded as a single whole unit or as multiple individuals. If they are functioning as a whole, then you use singular verb tenses and pronouns. If they are acting individually, then you use the plural verb tenses and pronouns. For example, the following sentence demonstrates singular use of a collective noun. Here, the offense, right, hopes to score a touchdown on its next play. Right? The offense. Here, it's singular noun. Here, the collective noun offense refers to the members of the team's offensive unit functioning as a whole. Therefore, it acts as a singular noun in the sentence. As a result, the verb hopes and the pronoun its are also singular. Right. Right. Now next. What is it? Compare this to the next sentence, which demonstrates plural use of a collective noun. Next example. The jury eat their lunches before they deliberate. Here, the offense hopes, because of S here for the verb, we understand the offense is singular here, right? But here, the jury eat their lunches here because of their and because of eat, not eats, right? We understand it refers to plural. The jury eat their lunches before they deliberate. Right. In this sentence, the collective noun jury refers to jury members acting individually. As a result, jury functions as a plural noun in the sentence. This means that the plural pronouns they and their are used as it as is the plural form of the verb eat. Finally, it's worth noting that in British English, it is more common for collective nouns to function as plurals in all instances. Right? Now, plural only collective nouns. Here we read, certain collective nouns can only be plural. Some of collective nouns can only be plural, such as police. We can say polices. For example, the police is investigating the matter, right? Police here, usually plural noun. If you want it singular, you should say policeman or policewoman, right? But when we say the police, we can say the police is, and we can say the police are. The police is investigating the matter. It's incorrect here. We say the police are investigating the matter, right? So we can't say the police is. It's wrong, as it's here. Why? Because police refers to plural, and here for this word it can't be matched or with singular verb. Must be matching with plural verbs. The police are investigating the matter. However, we can make the noun countable by adding more information to the sentence. If we want to specify a single member of the police, we could say a police officer or a policeman or a policewoman is investigating the matter. So police always a plural. That's why it always matches with plural verbs. Here are some other examples of collective nouns that can only be plural. So we can say police and people, children, poultry, vermin, and cattle. All these collective nouns are always plural. They can't be singular and always match with plural verbs. Right? But here, some collective nouns can be singular, like this collective noun, the offense, hopes. Here it's singular, but here the jury, eat, not eats. Here it's for a plural. We refer to jury as a plural because of the verb here without S. But here the verb with S, that means offense refers to singular. Right? But these collective nouns are always plural with the plural verb, like people, children, people are, children are, poultry, vermin, cattle. Right? Right. Now, collective nouns and animals. In the English language, there are many different types of collective nouns that refer to different groupings of animals. There are hundreds of different collective nouns used to describe animal group names, but here are a few common ones. Right, collective nouns for animals. Right, for animals and birds and so on. Let's start. For birds, yeah? The first one, flock of birds. Right? Pod of whales. Right? Pack of wolves. Bride of lions. Gaggle of geese. Geese, الوز. Band of coyotes. Gatling of woodpeckers. Right. Huddle of penguins. Mob of kangaroos. School of fish. Right. All these are collective nouns for animals and birds. Right. Now a quiz for the previous pages that we have had so far. Short quiz, answers, starts, alright, the answers you will find it later on inshallah. Okay. Question number 1, which of the following words is a collective noun? Which is birds or berries or a cake? Which one of them refers to a group of things or animals or so? Which one? Is it A or B or C? Actually the answer is A, bird. When we say birds, right, it's a collective noun, right? Sorry. Right. Now we read the following questions and you answer them on your own, right? Right. 2. Which word is the collective noun in the following sentence? Right. In this sentence you find a word which is a collective noun. The herd moved north over the mountains. Which one here is a collective noun? It refers to a group of things or animals or birds. Which one? Here, is it moved or north or herd or mountains? Right? Try to check. 3. Which of the following is not a collective noun? Now here you have collective nouns. One of them maybe or two are not collective nouns. Ships, group, committee, government. Which one or which ones not collective noun? Right? Right. 4. A collective noun is usually what in a sentence? Collective noun is usually plural or usually singular or neither, or it can be plural, can be singular. The collective noun. Which one? Is it D or C or B or A? You write it here. 5. Which of the following is a collective noun that refers to a group of animals? So collective noun for animals. Which one? Is it book, snow, flock, or sky? You write A, B, or C, or circle here. Circle A, B, or C, or D. Right? Oh, sorry, here, A, B, C, and D here, team. Which is not a collective noun? Which of the following verbs is a collective noun? Which one? Is it birds or birds or cake or team as a collective noun? Which one? Right? Right? Actually the answer here, it's team, not birds, sorry. Not birds. Team is a collective noun. Refers to players, different players. Refers to sometimes 11 members or 11 individuals, sorry. Right, confused when I taught A, B, C only. But actually team is a collective noun. Refers to but birds. No, it's not. Right. Next. Now we talk about compound nouns. We start the definition first. Right. A compound noun is a noun consisting of two or more words working together as a single unit to name a person, a place, or thing. Right? Compound nouns are usually made up of two words. So collective noun is one word, but compound noun is usually two words or three words and so on. Right? That's the difference. Collective noun is usually one word, but compound noun is usually two words or three words or more. Compound nouns are usually made up of two nouns or an adjective and a noun, but other combinations are also possible as well. Generally, the first word in the compound noun tells us what kind of person or thing is, or what purpose he or she or it serves. So the first word is usually important in compound noun, while the second word defines the person or object, telling us who or what it is. For example, water and bottle. The first word is important. It's for water. Water bottle. It means it's for water, and it is a bottle actually. A bottle used for water. So first word tells us the kind, and the second word tells us what is it, right? Or what is he, and so on. Water bottle. A bottle used for water. Dining room. So the first word tells us what is it for. The second word tells us what is it. Dining room. It is a room. The second word, I can say the second word is more important than the first word to show what is it, right? A room used for dining. Another example, backpack. Backpack, right? A backpack, it is a pack you wear on your back, right? So it is a pack to be put on your back, right? Policeman, he is a man, right? Policeman, a police officer who is a man, right? What else? Like other nouns, compound nouns can be modified by other adjectives. For example, we can use adjectives for compound nouns. I need to buy a large water bottle, right? Right? You can use adjectives with compound noun. What else? That's a beautiful dining room. So dining room, water bottle are compound nouns. We can precede them with adjectives. My old backpack is still my favorite. What else? A lone policeman foiled the attempted robbery. What else? Another note. You can recognize compound nouns because the meaning of the two words put together is different than the meaning of the words separately. For example, water and bottle have their own separate meanings, but when we use them together, they mean a particular type of bottle that we drink water from. Right? Right. Forming compound nouns. How to make compound nouns. As mentioned, compound nouns are formed by combining two or more words. That's what we have said before, right? Sorry, what else? With the most common combinations being noun plus noun. That's the common. Or adjective plus noun. Usually you find it noun plus noun and sometimes adjective plus noun. However, combinations using other parts of speech are also possible. Below are the various combinations used to create compound nouns. Now examples for compound nouns. Noun plus noun. There are a great number of compound nouns formed using the noun plus noun. Like what? Examples. Noun plus noun. Backpack. Bathroom. Right? Bathtub. Bedroom. Bus stop. Fish tank. Football. Handbag. Right? What else? Motorcycle. Shopkeeper. Tablecloth. Toothpaste. Wallpaper. Water bottle. Website. Right? Wristwatch. Right? These are noun plus noun. Right? Now more examples here for compound noun. We find adjective and noun. Right? There are also many compound nouns that are formed using the adjective plus noun combination. For example, now adjective and noun. All these at the beginning are adjectives and the second are nouns, right? Full moon, blackberry, blackbird, blackboard, cell phone, or sometimes we say cellular, mobile phone, hardware, highway, greenhouse, redhead, six-pack, small talk, software, whiteboard, right? All of these are compound nouns, but they are an adjective and a noun, right? But how to write them? Sometimes, as you see, we write them separately, sometimes not separated, right? Sometimes separated with a hyphen, like this, right? Now, carry on. Let's carry on. Other combinations. Although the noun plus noun and an adjective, noun plus noun and adjective plus noun combinations are the most common, there are also plenty of other possibilities for forming compound nouns. Other combinations. Here, noun plus verb, noun plus preposition, and so on. And here, examples. Right? Let me start with you. The first combination, noun plus verb. Example, hair cut, rainfall, sunrise, sunset. Yes. Now noun plus preposition. Hanger on, passerby. Noun plus prepositional phrase. It's a preposition but not one word. Two words with the preposition here, plus noun. Brother-in-law. Right, this is the second part with the preposition and another word, so it is a phrase. We call it prepositional phrase because it's not one word. It's not only preposition. Here only preposition, hanger on. And here one preposition, by. Right, but the preposition and another word. Right, with a noun. Brother-in-law, mother-in-law. Now noun plus adjective. Right, cupful. Full is an adjective. Spoonful. Now verb, we start with the verb and then the noun. Breakfast. Washing machine. Together. Washing and the noun machine. Runway. Pickpocket. Pick is a verb. Pocket is the noun. Pickpocket. Swimming pool. Right. Now, preposition, we start with the preposition and then the noun. Bystander. Influx. Onlooker. Underpants. Right. Under and then pants. Upstairs. Right. Now we start with the verb and then preposition. So no noun here and no adjective here, just a verb and then preposition. Check in. The verb and preposition. Check out. Right. And we write it separated with hyphen. Check out. Draw back. Look out. Make up. Now adjective and the verb. Dry cleaning. Public speaking. Now preposition and then a verb. Input. Right, here you see verb and preposition, but here preposition and then a verb. Input, output, overthrow, upturn. We stop for a while here and then we carry on. Right, let's carry on. Yeah, what we have here. So writing compound nouns, how we write them in a sentence. All together or separated with a hyphen or just separated without nothing, without anything, sorry. Now compound nouns are very common both in written and spoken English, and there are spelling, punctuation and pronunciation norms that we must be aware of it. We want to use them correctly. Now the three written forms of compound nouns. So there are three ways for writing compound nouns. Writing compound nouns is a bit complicated due to the fact that they can take three different forms. Now, first form of writing. First, open compound nouns or spaced compound nouns means what? Separated, without anything, are those that are written as two separate words, such as For example, washing machine. Here, nothing. And swimming pool. And water bottle. Second way. There are hyphenated compound nouns. We write a hyphen like a dash. As in chicken. Here, hyphen or a dash. Hanger on. Here, hyphen. And mother-in-law. 2 hyphens. Now, third way. There are closed compound nouns. Together. Without any without any space or hyphen. Or solid compound nouns. Those that are written as one word. Such as rainfall. Drawback. And toothpaste. Right? Toothpaste. Nothing. All together. Solid. Right. Unfortunately, there aren't any rules that tell us which of the 3 forms is acceptable for a particular compound noun. So there is no rule for why we should write this compound noun, for example, all together as solid, or why separated with a hyphen, or why separated with nothing. Right? Some compound nouns are commonly written in 2 forms, and some of them in 2 forms. As in website, we sometimes write it like this, all together, right? Or we sometimes write it website like this, separated with nothing. And another example, check out like this, and sometimes check out with a hyphen. While others, such as bus stop, are strictly used in one form. Always we write it like this, bus stop, separated, right? Where more than one is possible. Some others, sometimes you can choose between more than one way. The form that is more commonly used may depend on the variety of English. Sometimes there is a difference between American English and British English. For example, the style guide of application, or the personal preference of the writer. Right. If you are not sure which of 3 forms to use, it's important to check a good up-to-date dictionary. So always try to check your dictionary. Right? All right. Right. It must be a good dictionary, up-to-date. If you are relying on the spell checker in a word processor, remember that this has its limits. For example, spell check is good for checking whether a particular compound noun can be written as one word, closed. However, if we write a compound noun as 2 words, open, and it should be written as one word, closed, or if we write it with a hyphen and it should be written without a hyphen, spell check will not catch the mistakes. Try to use what is called the spell check in a dictionary, right? Finally, remember that no matter which way the compound noun is written, it always functions grammatically as a single unit, right? Now, next topic, pluralizing compound nouns. How we make compound nouns plural. We usually pluralize a compound noun by adding an S or ES to the main word or the defining word of the compound noun. This is usually the second word, but not always. For example, bedroom, usually the second word, usually we say bedrooms. Football, footballs. Water bottle, water bottles. Full moon, full moons, right? But here, singular. For example, secretary general, the plural, secretaries general. We add the plural form for the first noun, right? Here, mother-in-law, the plural mothers-in-law, and not the second as in here. Passerby, or as we write it again here, passerby. The plural, passers-by. We don't make a plural for prepositions, right? And passers-by, the same, right? Right, what else? Another note. When it is not obvious, right? Sorry, here, just so. When it's not obvious which of the words is the defining word, we pluralize the ends of it. For example, singular, haircut, right? We are not sure which one is defining to make it the plural. Here we say haircuts, the plural is haircuts. Check in, the plural, right? We leave it as it is, check in, right? So we don't make a plural for the preposition, right? And we don't make a plural for this. Check out, which we write sometimes like this, check out, the plural, checkouts, or with a hyphen, checkouts, the same. Singular, upturn, the plural is upturns, right? The end of the compound noun, the end. If we are not sure, we make the end. Now the pronunciation. The pronunciation for compound nouns, how we pronounce them. In general, compound nouns are pronounced with the emphasis on the first part of the word, right? For example, emphasis, it means we stress the first part. Bedroom, blackbird, check-in, greenhouse, makeup, water bottle, right? We emphasize, or that means we stress the first word. Pronouncing compound nouns in this way helps us distinguish words that form a compound noun, like blackbird and greenhouse, from other instances when the same words would appear together, as in, look at that beautiful blackbird, or I like that greenhouse on the corner. Although we normally stress the first word in a compound noun, there are certain exceptions to this pattern. For example, we disregard this rule when pronouncing compound nouns that include titles or proper nouns, as in Secretary General. Here, Secretary General. So here, no rule. And Mount Rushmore, right? If in doubt, you can use a good dictionary to determine which syllable should be emphasized or stressed. Right? Next. It's a quiz here, and we will have later the answer. Number 1. Compound nouns are made up of what? 2 or more, only 2, or many, or 1 or 2? The answer is we choose A. We write 2 or more words. Compound noun. Is it 2 or more? Right? Yeah, 2 or more. Right? Right. All right. Now 2. Closed compound nouns are written. How it's written, closed compound noun? As 2 words or as 1 word, right? Which is closed, right? Or with a hyphen or with a comma, right? Actually, B, as 1 word, which is closed. 3. Which of the following sentences doesn't contain a compound noun? We read, and one of them doesn't contain a compound noun. A. Did you see that noisy blackbird? B. Let's go to eat breakfast. Or C. I'd love to live in a greenhouse with a red door. D. Would you like to see my new swimming pool? Which one doesn't have a compound noun? Right, don't forget, compare between compound noun and collective noun. Right? Which one doesn't contain a compound noun here? Right? 4. Which of the following compound nouns is written incorrectly? One of them is wrong. Spoonful, or tablecloth, or hang-on, or the passerby. Which one is wrong in writing? 5. If capital letters show emphasis in pronunciation, the question, which word is pronounced incorrectly here? Incorrect or wrong stress here? A. Attorney General. B. Passerby. Or C. Backpack. Or D. Prime Minister. Right. Which one is wrong in stress? Which one? For example, when we have the last or second part or first part. First part. Which one is wrong? Here, which one is wrong? And here is the answer. The answer for what? The previous exercise, compound nouns. 1 is A, 2 is B, 3 is C, 4 is C, and 5 is D. And this one, the answer for the first quiz about collective nouns. This is the answer for collective nouns. 1D, 2C, 3A, 4B, 5C. Do you still remember that? The first quiz. This is the answer for the first quiz. And this is the answer for second quiz. Right? Okay. Another topic here. Right. It's about proper nouns. Right? Let's read. Let's start reading about proper nouns. Proper nouns, on the other hand, are used to identify a unique person, place, or a thing. A proper noun names someone or something that is one of a kind, which is signified by the use of capital letter, no matter where it appears in a sentence. Right? Right. So proper nouns for names. Names of people. Right? The most common proper noun are names, as of people, places sometimes of people, or events. For example, go find Jeff and tell him dinner is ready. Another example, I lived in, right, Cincinnati before I moved to New York. Right? Right? Right. Next, my parents still talk about how great Woodstock was in 1969. Names of cities, names of streets, and names of, right? And names of maybe some famous places. Right? We call them proper nouns. Right. What else? Brands. Proper nouns are also used for commercial brands. In this case, the object that's being referred to is not unique and it's in itself, but the brand it belongs to is. For example, pass me the Hellmann's mayonnaise. Right? Right. It's a kind of proper noun on a commercial, right? As a commercial brand name, right? On a mayonnaise bottle. Another example, I'll have Pepsi, please. I'll have a Pepsi, please. Right? A commercial brand name. Another example, my new MacBook is incredibly fast. Right. Another title for different kinds of nouns. Appellations. Right. Appellations. When a person has additional words added to his or her name, known as appellation, this becomes part of the proper noun and is also capitalized. Right? Some linguists distinguish these as proper names rather than proper nouns. Right? For example, Prince William. William is a proper noun. Prince here, it's another word added to the name. We call it a proper name or proper noun as well. Here, in this case only, before the name, is adored by many. Another example, Italy was invaded by Attila the Hun in 452. Right? Maybe a name of a king or something. Attila the Hun. Right? Next page here. what we have here. Let's see. Now, other types of nouns, job titles and familial roles. Many times a person may be referred to according to a professional title or familiar role instead of by name. In this case, the title is being used as a noun of address and is considered a proper noun, even if it would be a common noun in other circumstances. For example, how are you doing, coach? Talking to his coach or her coach, right? It's called proper noun here, right? Because talking to a person, right? Even if it is a common noun, but here we consider it as a proper noun, right? Another example, I need your advice, Mr. President, right? 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 It's considered as proper noun. Mom, can you come with me to the playground? Here, it's used in this case as proper noun, right? Even it is in other places, it's a common noun in other places or situations. Pleased to meet you, doctor, right? Doctor here, talking to a person, it's considered to be a proper noun, right? Next, let's see. Quiz, small quiz, yeah. Small quiz. Right, let's see what we have. 1. Common nouns identify people, places, or things that are what? Choose from A, B, and C or D. Common nouns, yeah, here. Differences between common nouns and, let's say, proper nouns. Common nouns for people, places, and things, they are especially unique or one of kind, or generic among other similar nouns, or addressed by the speaker, or that are uncountable. Which one or ones? We will have the answer. 2. Things referred to by their brand use which kind of nouns? Right, the nouns that are used by their brand. So what do we call them? Common nouns or proper nouns? Right, things, don't forget, things as brand use. 3. Nouns of address are used in the same way as which kind of nouns? Nouns of address. As common nouns, or we call them proper nouns. Right? Right. Let's see. Okay, here is the answer. Right? Common and proper nouns here. So, B, B, B. All of them are B. So, common nouns identify people, places, or things that are generic among other similar nouns. And 2, things referred to by their brand use which kind of nouns? Proper nouns, right? Brand use, we call them, because of brand use, proper nouns. 3, nouns of address are used in the same way as which kind of nouns? Proper nouns, right? Right? And here is the answer again, right? All right. I think it's enough here for this lecture. We stop here. And what to say is, thank you very much. Thank you for listening and watching. Good luck for all of you. See you and meet you, inshallah, next lecture. Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye.